Right, it's Mr. B out and about, again looking at forgotten temples, and we've certainly got a forgotten one for you. What you're looking at there, just below the clouds, that is that ridge, and that is in fact Thailand. I'm right on the Thai border as we're on our 4-day adventure out, and as you can see, there's not a lot going on out here. So let's have a quick look at Prasat Chan. As I say, there's not an awful lot to tell you. Here it is. And he's rather lonely, rather broken down. But there's a couple of bits and pieces, and there's something rather interesting, although not spectacular, still interesting. So let's dig in. Right. And as you can see, he's suffered, isn't he? Dear old Prasat Chan. Now, firstly, what's interesting, this is where we need our big bag of imagination, but not an awful lot, is we see here, we've got a hole that would have held a statue, another hole for another statue, and if we zoom over to the other side, we have a third, and finally a fourth. So let's just take a couple of steps back and get our imagination in gear. So at those 4 points there, as you walk towards the main entrance, would have been 4 lovely statues to greet you, but unfortunately they're gone. We have this enormous lintel that's come down, and we head on in. Now there's a bit of a treat inside here. See that wonderful, wonderful roots there of the tree as they spider downwards. Isn't that just delightful? And we come through, and here it is. And we have all the lovely detailed masonry, which is just sitting on the floor. Have a look at this one. This is rather nice, isn't it? Smashed, unfortunately. And is this, I've found, this is ancient pottery. You see, it's got the curve of a vessel, and we can see where it was exposed to the light or something there. Or maybe it was the other way around. That was, oopsie, I've just dropped it. Maybe this was the bit that was in the earth. But this, is ancient pottery. So it could have held someone's, I don't know, their lunch. It could have held something lovely, some sacred oils or herbs or medicine. Don't know. We don't know. And what we do have is this doorway that's just split open. Can you see the carving here? And again, here, on the other side, I mean, it must have taken a bloody long time to do, but as time has gone along, like a married couple that aren't getting along, they've literally just split away from one another. So this is pretty much it. But let's have a walk around, because we like to do these things so we can commit them to the library and give them their fair dues. Right, if we step down to the side, we can see these rocks have tumbled down. But this tree, I wish to show him because he's so very pretty, is look at these roots. You see, nature has complemented this one. He's not the most attractive of temples. I'm going to have to be very careful here because there's some god-awful prickly things. But we can see he does have still quite an imposing look to him with this mighty wall. And I've just spotted something else, so let's go through this. Hold on, I have to push my way through, you see. Look here, can you see that detailing? And that tells us, this is what you see towards the back of these temples. That detailing is in here, is the most important part of the temple, which is often the way, isn't it? It's at the back. But this detailing, which is very, very nice and in very good condition, that tells us, that was the heart of it. That's where it's all going on. But from the outside, he looks remarkably good. But unfortunately, inside, it tells another story. And there he is, and he has a chum. He has a friend, but we can't see an awful lot of him. And he's in this grass here, which is very tall. I call it elephant grass. All right, let's just go through here. I should stamp my feet, There are scorpions and snakes So let me just stamp my feet to let them know I'm coming. A bit of caution isn't such a bad thing. And here we can see some rocks and boulders. And if I say, it's nothing to do with temples, but isn't that nice? Look at that. The sort of thing you expect in a jungle, or rather lovely flower. Sorry, something's just trying to bite me at the moment. And this is the doorway here. I'm coming outwards, and then I'll spin round. And that's where we started this video, looking out towards Thailand. So there you go. It's been a long templing day, and as I say, we're quite a distance from home, but there, with the sun glinting through, is Prasat Chan. This has been Mr. B, Forgotten Temples of Cambodia. This certainly is a forgotten one, but as always, they have their unique qualities.